In a small town lived a woman named Sara, a single mother raising her 8-year-old son, Ayaan. She worked day and night, sewing clothes to earn enough for his school fees. Ayaan, innocent voice. Mama, one day I'll become a doctor and buy you a big house. Sara smiling. And I'll be waiting at the door, my son. Just don't forget your mother's promise to never give up, no matter how hard life gets. But fate is not always kind. One evening, Sara fell ill. Her hands trembled, her body weak. She ignored it at first, thinking it was just exhaustion. But days turned into weeks. At the clinic, the doctor's face said everything. Doctor softly. It's late-stage illness, Sara. Treatment is expensive, but not impossible. Sara's world shattered, not for herself, but for her son. Sara kept working, hiding her pain. Sara kept working, hiding her pain. Every coin she earned, she saved for Ayaan's education, not her treatment. Sara, you should rest. You're getting weaker. Sara faint smile. I'll rest when my son's dreams come true. Each night, she whispered her promise to the stars. A mother never gives up. Years later, Ayaan stood by her hospital bed, now wearing his medical student badge. He held her frail hand. Ayaan, tearful. Mama, I did it. I got the scholarship. You don't have to worry anymore. Sara, weak voice. See, I told you, a mother's promise never breaks. Now, it's your turn, my son. Promise me, you'll heal others, like you healed my heart. Years later, Dr. Ayaan opened a free clinic named Sara's Promise. Every child treated there carried a piece of her love, because some promises live forever. In a quiet little town, nestled among rolling hills, lived a woman named Sara. A single mother, her world revolved around her bright 8-year-old son, Ayaan. Life wasn't always easy. Sara was a seamstress, and the gentle hum of her sewing machine was the constant soundtrack of their small home. Day and night, her fingers danced across fabric, each stitch a testament to her love, each garment a step closer to securing Ayaan's school fees. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Ayaan looked up from his book. His voice, filled with the innocence of childhood, broke the quiet rhythm of the machine. Mama, he began, his eyes wide with a question that held the weight of his dreams. When I grow up, can I become a doctor? I want to take care of you, so you never have to work so hard again. Sara's hands stilled. She looked at her son, his face so earnest, so full of hope. A warm smile touched her lips, though a flicker of sadness passed through her eyes. A secret she held close to her heart. She pulled him into a hug, the smell of thread and chalk dust clinging to her. Of course, my love, she whispered, her voice a mixture of pride and fierce determination. You can be anything you want to be, and I promise I will do everything I can to help you get there. That promise became Sara's guiding star. She worked harder, taking on more orders, sewing late into the night until her eyes grew heavy and her fingers ached. She saved every spare coin, tucking it away in a small tin box hidden beneath a loose floorboard. This wasn't just money, it was a foundation of Ayaan's future, the bricks and mortar of his dream. Years passed like a flowing river. Ayaan grew, his passion for medicine blossoming. He devoured science books, his mind as sharp as the needles his mother used. He was on the cusp of finishing high school, the top of his class, with acceptance letters from prestigious medical schools lining his desk. The dream was so close, they could almost touch it. But fate, as it often does, had a cruel twist in store. Sara started feeling a persistent fatigue, a pain that gnawed at her day and night. The doctor's words were a heavy blow, a serious illness that required expensive, ongoing treatment. Suddenly, Sara was faced with an impossible choice. The money she had painstakingly saved, the contents of that little tin box, was just enough for one thing: her treatment or Ayaan's first year of medical school. The emotional conflict tore at her. How could she choose between her life and her son's dream? She watched Ayaan study, his face illuminated by the glow of his lamp, his determination a mirror of her own. She saw the future doctor in him, the man who would heal others, the man she had promised to help create. In that moment, her decision was made. Her own comfort, her own health, was a price she was willing to pay. She kept her illness a secret, masking her pain with smiles and words of encouragement. When Ayaan worried about her pale complexion or her growing weakness, she would simply wave it off, saying, "I'm just a little tired, my dear. Your success is all the energy I need." She gave him the tin box, her hands trembling slightly as she pressed it into his. "This is for you, Ayaan. Go and make your dream a reality. Fulfill your promise." Ayaan, blinded by the joy of his acceptance and his mother's unwavering support, didn't see the depth of her sacrifice. He left for the city, his heart full of gratitude and ambition, promising to return as a doctor. He wrote letters, filled with stories of his classes and the wonders of medicine, unaware that, with each passing day, his mother was fading. Sara held on to those letters like a lifeline. She would read them over and over, her weakening hands tracing his words. She imagined him in his white coat, a stethoscope around his neck, fulfilling the promise she had made to him all those years ago. She had secured his future, and that was all that mattered. One crisp autumn day, Sara drew her last peaceful breath. Her promise was fulfilled. When Ayaan received the news, he rushed home, his world shattering. He found the empty tin box and a small, worn-out notebook filled with his mother's calculations. Every penny saved, every sacrifice made. The truth crashed down on him with unbearable weight. His dream had been built on the ultimate sacrifice of his mother's love. Grief could have consumed him, but instead, it forged him. He returned to medical school with a newfound purpose, a fire in his soul fueled by his mother's memory. He studied not just for himself, but for her. Every late night, every difficult exam was a tribute to the woman who gave him everything. Years later, a new clinic opened in that small, quiet town. Above the door, a simple wooden sign read, "Sara's Promise." Dr. Yu, now a compassionate and skilled physician, stood at the entrance, his heart a vessel of both sorrow and immense love. He was finally home, ready to honor her legacy by serving the community that had raised him. He had become the doctor he promised to be, healing others just as he had dreamed. And in every patient he treated, in every life he touched, he saw his mother smile. Sara was gone, but her love, her sacrifice, her promise, had become a legacy of healing and hope that would inspire generations to come. Her love had not just built a doctor, it had built a future. Thank you so much for watching. The story of Sara and Ayaan is a powerful reminder of the unbreakable bond of a mother's love. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content that inspires and moves you. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care.